So, how do you think practitioners benefit from interprofessional practice?
In practice, I feel it's very beneficial to collaborate together because you bring a unique perspective from your own discipline, first of all, and to be able to meet the needs of our clients, our patients, our students, depending on whichever avenue you're working, we can collaborate to be able to meet the needs at a greater level. We all have similarities in our training and our background, but we have a unique perspective to offer. So by collaborating together, we can meet greater needs, we can come up with more advanced intervention ideas, and ultimately meet the needs of our clients better.
How do you think patients benefit from interprofessional practice?
Patients benefit from interprofessional practice because of the opportunities to hear information from a different perspective. If you're working with one particular discipline and you're responding to the background that they come from, whether it's physical therapy or speech therapy, you're hearing their perspective only. When you're working with a team of individuals who are collaborating, because it's important that they collaborate, you're able to get a better idea of how to take responsibility for your needs and to carry over the interventions that they suggest. For teams that don't work in that collaborative manner, say in multidisciplinary but not collaborative, patients tend to be somewhat confused by the instructions that they're provided. Should I listen to them? Should I listen to them? Do these interventions go together? Are they separate? By having a collaborative approach, the client is going to be much better at interpreting the recommendations and carrying through with the recommendations.
What are some of the main challenges of interprofessional practice?
The challenges to maintain good collaboration really have to do with time. I think that most people who are entering the profession would have some background with interprofessional practice. It's certainly part of our training in all the different allied healthcare fields. But the ability to actually implement collaborative sort of interactions takes time. It takes time and it takes resources that may not be available to the practitioner. Whether the agency you work for has the support or not, they need to be able to provide the time in your day to meet and collaborate. Now, there are some imposed structures like collaborative team meetings, but even that can be a barrier if it doesn't allow a building of relationships. If you just come in and you share your information at a team meeting and you don't collaborate, it's just not the same as a true interprofessional collaboration.
Tell me about a time that you had experience with interprofessional practice.
I could tell you many stories for sure. I've been a therapist for a long time, but the one that comes to mind first is the one I have currently with the faculty at the universities that we're working with in Fargo-Moorhead area. I had the opportunity to work with a speech language pathologist who is a faculty member now at MSUM, and the physical therapist who's on faculty at University of Jamestown in a variety of manners. As a school-based therapist, as a private practitioner, and the fact that I was able to work with these individuals on common goals for clients or students, I was able to understand kind of their perspective early on in our relationship. And I don't know that I worked with all of them at the same time, I worked with them at different times, but having had those collaborations, there was this kind of a connection, a threaded connection between us all that we had a common experience for. So we didn't actually all three work together at one time, but having all those experiences separately as partners or small groups, we were able to really appreciate what each other has to offer in two ways. One, in the similarities, what we do that's somewhat similar or overlapping, and also what's uniquely different. And so taking those experiences as practitioners in interprofessional practice, we brought that to our roles as faculty members in the area to be able to provide this experience for our students. So it was kind of a full circle experience. Not only did we have the opportunity to practice together, but we were able to take that experience as faculty members and then impart that to our students to address the goals of our individual programs.